Narwhal Toast here, doing a video on Pokemon and a franchise I've recently become acquainted with in the last year, the Tawaru series. Primarily, I'll be diving into one of A Certian Magical Index's spin-offs, a certain Darkside item, which follows the four-person mercenary group known as Item as the protagonists. This spin-off was also announced to have an anime adaptation in production, which is very exciting. First up, we have Item's lethargic, tracksuit-wearing, Esper-crack abusing bunny girl tracker, Riku Taketsubo. For this reimagining of Taki, I've decided to create a normal psychic bunny Pokemon named Amy. Amy, the Stalker Bunny Pokemon. Amy is capable of reading the unique aura of any Pokemon and tracking that aura signature anywhere, even if said target left the solar system. On a negative note, Amy can only use this power upon the ingestion of Stardust Powder, which heightens its psychic power, developing quite a dreadful dependence on this substance, which has likely hindered its species development. The origin of its name is a mix of the word bunny and AIM, the passive energy field Espers in the Tawaru series produce, which Taketsubo can see and memorize with her own Esper ability, Aim Stalker, allowing her to track the target and stalk them wherever they might be. Even if they were on the other side of the planet or had left the solar system, she knows where they are. In its passive state, Amy will remain stoic and rather tired with its ears down, but once exposed to stardust, Amy enters its search state, with its ears shooting up, with one opening to form a satellite dish and the circle on Amy's belly spinning like a radar. Gameplay-wise, Amy possesses the unique ability Type Stalker, which ensures all moves will hit the target regardless of evasion. A feat can also be given to ally Pokemon through the use of the move Helping Hand. This ability makes Amy an excellent support in double battles. With Amy's description out of the way, let's super move on to the next one. Next is the Super Bear Pokemon based on the superhuman shield of Item, Sai Kinuhata. This is Chobear, a dark psychic Pokemon whose name is a combination of obviously bear and Cho, the Japanese word for super, referencing Sai super verbal tick. Chobear, the nitrogen bear Pokemon. Chobear is capable of controlling the nitrogen in the air to perform a protective barrier, allowing Chobear to walk off all sorts of super damage, like a shot from a super tank shell. The Chobear species appear to share a bizarre love for C and B movies, resulting in a large number of cinemas being crowded by them. Chobear possesses the signature ability Super Shield, effectively activating the effects of the move Reflect upon entry into the battlefield, creating a barrier which cuts the damage of physical moves in half on the user's side of the field. Next is Chobear's super evolved state, Kuno Kuma, who retains the Dark Psychic type and Super Shield ability. This evolution is achieved by having a female Chobear reach level 28, and for the sake of being convoluted, Chobear only has a 15% chance of being female. That evolved shiny is going to be harder to get. In this form, Kuno Kuma gains a ninja motif based on Kinuhata's Super Ninja outfit from episode 18 of Railgun T. The deck's entry reads, Kuno Kuma, the Kunoichi Bear Pokemon, the evolved form of Chobear. Kuno Kuma gains greater agility and a ninja-like mindset, allowing Kuno Kuma greater agility in hiding and sneaking up on enemies. It is unknown if Kuno Kuma shares its pre-evolution's enjoyment of movies, given they have yet to be spotted in a cinema. So basically, the Chobear line was super obsessed with cinema. They had ninja skills baked into their super evolution line because they couldn't be bothered to pay for super tickets. Signature move, Super Kunai. A kunai is formed from nitrogen, making it difficult to avoid, and is thrown at high speed, allowing it to always hit first. Next we have the unhinged Queen of Crashout, Item's leader, Academy City's 4th ranked level 5 Esper, the underage hag, God, that's such a paradoxical statement, Mugi no Shizuri, whom the Mugi Oni evolution line is based on. Mugi Oni, the Elegance Horn Pokemon, is a pure dark type based on Mugi no Shizuri's child self. Mugi Oni is a very charming Pokemon that most commonly resides in the mountains and is highly adept at leadership by organizing groups of wild Pokemon under its command. While it is kind to its underlings, Mugi Oni will not hesitate to eliminate any of its former allies who commit betrayal regardless of what former attachment Mugi Oni had towards them. Next we have the second evolution, Melt Oni, who evolves at level 35 and becomes Dark Electric. Upon evolution, Melt Oni learns its signature move, Meltdowner, which fires electron beams upon all Pokemon on the opposing side of the field, ignoring stat increases to special defense. Melt Oni, the aggravated mask Pokemon, the evolved form of Mugi Oni. Melt Oni's feelings of rage and aggression manifest themselves in the form of a split mask that sits on the sides of Melt Oni's head. When in battle, the mask unites on Melt Oni's face, bringing out its savage nature, allowing Melt Oni to fight at its full potential. Melt Oni has the ability to forcibly control electrons in an ambiguous state where they are neither particle nor wave in order to fire off high speed beams to burn through its target. Melt Oni has two states: Mask Open, where Melt Oni's regular face is exposed, a state assumed when Melt Oni isn't in combat. In battle, the two pieces of the mask close around the face, charging the single horn on Melt Oni's head with energy and causing locks of Melt Oni's hair to stick up like horns, giving Melt Oni the look of a three-horned demon. Finally, we have the final form of the Mugi Oni line, who evolved from Melt Oni after fainting 50 times in battle, Blitz Oni, the Electron Crusher Pokemon. The final form in the Mugi Oni line, Blitz Oni has immense power, being able to fire electron beams that burn through the strongest of steel walls. This power comes at the cost of Blitz Oni having its rage mask melted to its face, keeping it in a constant state of aggression. Blitz Oni also gains the signature hidden ability, Electron Charge. Upon entering battle, special defense is raised by one stage, and if this Pokemon's next move is a damage dealing electric type attack, it will deal double damage, basically the move charge, with it not taking up a move slot. Blitz Oni takes heavy inspiration from Mugi No's cyborg form with its missing eye and giant glowing arm and outwardly savage appearance and attitude. Like its counterpart in Index, Blitz Oni will go out of its way to bring down their enemy. Now to finish off this lineup of Pokemon, we have the one based on everyone's favourite mackerel-loving Norwegian bomber, Frenda Saverlin, who I've decided to depict as a doll-like cat Pokemon who stores explosives in their body. The Fire Normal type Saverline is a doll feline Pokemon based on her appearance in the item series. The name origin takes Saverlun from her surname and feline and putting them together to get Saverline. Next is its evolution, Fredina, the Dynamite feline Pokemon, a Fire Dark type who evolves from High Friendship. Combining all its collected explosives into a singular rocket, Fredina rides it into battle, firing it into targets. The most common use Fredina has for this rocket is on lakes for the purpose of sending Magikarp and other fish-based Pokemon flying out of the water for consumption later on. In battle, Fredina has two states, riding and standing. In the riding state, Fredina's abilities are Levitate as the standard and Speed Boost as the hidden. To enter the standing state, Fredyna must use its signature move, Hade Boom, where Frenda flings the rocket at opposing Pokemon, leaving the riding state and entering standing. This move cannot be used again until Fredyna returns to the riding state. Returning to the riding state can be accomplished by either Fredyna switching out in battle or by ending the battle. In standing state, Fredyna's abilities are Cute Charm as the standard ability and Flame Body as the hidden. That should be it for the item inspired Pokemon. Now I'll off to... Oh? Wait? What's this? Seems Saverline is a split evolution. What could it... Oh. Oh no. Why did I make this? Oh god, this is unbelievably f***ed. Here we have the split evolution to Saverline by Cat, a fire ghost type. The name comes from bisection and cat and evolves at level 35 if Melt only or Blitz only are in the party. Having lost the back half of its body, Cat floats around with feelings of melancholy from never being able to touch solid ground ever again. Depressing story aside, Cat has the handy signature ability of Zero Pause, while on the field, the speed stat of all grounded Pokemon is lowered by 1 stage every turn. So that's pretty nice, I guess. And this is the conclusion to this little side project of mine. Maybe if this video does well, I'll do the other characters from Index's Pokemon. Perhaps the other level 5s as well. Ciao.